All right, everybody, welcome. Welcome to Yoga Stretch. Marianne, if you can still hear me, can you mute everybody? Okay. Welcome, everybody. So we are working with also the energy of our Virgo full moon. So our focus today for our stretching, we're going to get a lot of really yummy stretches in, but our ultimate focus is, and this is directly from the energy we're feeling from our full moon, is to anchor, align, and find balance, okay? So we're going to start with a really nice anchoring posture. It's a posture resting on our back called Souptabato Konasana. So I'll guide you guys into that posture. It's just a fancy name for soles of feet together and knees open to the side. Now, if you do have blocks, you're welcome to use a couple blocks, and I'll give you suggestions on how you can set up with those blocks. But ultimately, the posture is soles of feet together, knees open to the side. So you see, soles of feet together, knees open to the side, and then we're just resting here. We're landing here. Now, if you want to use your blocks, they can support your outer knees and thighs, because this is a pretty extreme posture. You can also slide pillows under your outer thighs for support. Another way to use blocks is one beneath the shoulder blades, just beneath them, so it's at your mid-back, and one beneath your head. So different ways we can use our blocks to support our practice. If you have them, just want to show them to you. Now, I love to share with you, while you're resting here and anchoring, details on this full moon. It's a good one, friends. It's a good one. The theme for this full moon is dealing with change and challenge. Dealing with change and challenge, which, boy, we've all been very adept at doing so over the course of this past year. Right now in our atmosphere, there's a lot of force pushing forward. And we are still under the influence of the unexpected, which can be either very positive or very challenging. It is best to use this full moon to channel any emotional intensity into your future dreams and what can be improved, rather than resisting and getting stuck in a negative response to some change happening around you. All right, so we're going to focus on what can be improved. You may experience an inner tension as your external environment is pressurized by overwhelming feelings of responsibility and also things happening too fast. So my friends, it's going to be up to you to pull yourself back from what is pushing you. So pull yourself back, pull that energy back in from what is pushing you, and then take it one step at a time, one breath at a time, one posture at a time, just like we do in our yoga practice. Use Virgo as an ally to reorganize and manage your details, time, and resources. This is new energy we're dealing with, and it will take a little time to anchor, balance, and align. Don't forget your practices and all of your tools you utilize, and take enough time for yourself, even though you may feel pressured by responsibilities. This is also a good time to sort out and rearrange priorities and do some house cleaning. House cleaning of what is not essential, what is not yours to deal with, and what no longer needs to be part of your field. So that house cleaning in an energetic way, but also maybe take it literally, like just start to clean up stuff around your house. Have you noticed, are you in that cleaning mode? Boy, I've been this week. Every day I'm like a cupboard or a drawer or a few, like cleaning up. getting rid of some of that excess clutter. All right, my friends, right now focus on your breath if you haven't done so yet. Inhale, feel your belly, ribs, and chest rise. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly release. Focus on your breath. Anchoring yourself into this posture and every posture we experiment with today through your breath. Feel the inhale, there's a pause at the top, and feel the exhale, the pause at the bottom. Just a few more breaths here. I know this can be a challenging posture to be in. So focus on filling this moment with the right energy, positive energy to help with this challenging moment. Take another breath in, fill up, sip in more. And then exhale, open mouth, sigh it back out. So we want to take time to come out of this posture. If you're on blocks, if you're using any props, remove them. And then just let your legs go long. Slide your legs long. That's the easiest exit from this one. Slide your legs long. And as you slide your legs long, reach your arms alongside your ears and ease into a full body stretch. So just let it feel good to stretch through your body here. Arms and legs, opposite direction. Big breath in. And exhale, sigh it back out. Now interlace your fingers and flip your palms up. Slide your legs to your right. Slide your arms to your right, so it's feeling like a crescent moon shape. Lift your left leg, cross your left ankle over your right. So we do this posture standing sometimes. Feel it on your back. Press through your heels and press through your palms. Ease your left hip down a little bit more. So we try to anchor the left hip. Take a big breath in, stretching through the left side body. Feel the stretch up from the waist and feel the anchoring down through the hip. Take another breath in. Exhale, sigh it all the way out. And then very slowly, ease your arms through center. Uncross your ankle, walk your legs through center. And then slide your legs left. Slide your arms left. Pick up right ankle, cross it over left. And then notice this right hip wants to lift. Ease it back down towards the earth. Anchor it. Inhale, press through your heels of your feet. Press through the palms of your hands. Inhale, stretch up through the right waist. Exhale, stretch down and anchor through the right hip. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath in, fill up. And sigh it back out, let it go. Ease through center with your arms. Uncross your ankle and very slowly bring your legs back into center. Now lower your arms by your sides, bend your legs, plant your feet. Walk your feet a little wider. And then knock your knees side to side. Side to side with your knees, like windshield wipers. And then bring your knees back into center. Walk your feet a little closer towards each other, and then hug your knees in. As you hug your knees in, feel the anchoring down through your tail. Relax back into your shoulders. Rock a little bit side to side. And with your hands on your knees, start to circle your knees. So you're easing your knees a little forward through the length of your arms and then pulling them in. Little forward and pull them in. Pause and go the other way. Bring it back into center. Slide your hands to the backs of your thighs as you press your heels now towards the sky. Press up with your heels. Feel as you press through your heels, you're receiving a stretch into the backside of your legs. And go ahead and massage your legs. Just run your hands up and down. And even take a little bit of a squeeze and release with your hands into the backs of your legs. And then with your hands at the backs of your thighs, pressing through your heels, inhale. Exhale, take a slow bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend, nice and easy. Exhale, bend. So just feel the release you're creating for your knees. As you bend and extend, feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. Now keep your extension, and let's start to move our feet, pointing and then flexing. Point, flex. Slow point, feel the stretch in the front of your ankles, and then slow flexion. Now incorporate both the point and the flexion in ankle circles. Nice and easy, circle through. Pause and then circle the other way. Real slowly, feel these ankle circles. Pause again, go back your first way. And then your second way. Now come back to flex feet. We're going to slowly guide our legs open to a wide V. Let the elbows rest on the ground and support your legs with your hands at outer thighs. Press through your heels, lengthen through your tail. Again, create that anchoring. Puff with your chest. Take a breath in, press out with your heels, and then exhale the bend here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. And once again, bend and extend. Now ease your legs back up. Bend them and plant your feet. We're going to take a bridge pose. Walk your heels back towards your hips. Press into your elbows. Puff your chest. Take an inhale, prepare. And then as you exhale, as you root down, lift your hips up. If you have a block, you can always squeeze a block between your thighs. And that helps align your knees forward. So think about pressing your knees forward with or without your block. And aim your tailbone forward as well. Now take a hold of the outside edges of your mat and pull your mat apart, wiggle your shoulders under. Lift your hips up higher. Keep them up. 3 breaths here. Just hold this. Feel chest opening. Feel hips lifting. Feel back body strengthening. Take another breath in. And then exhale, super duper 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 slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Now remove your block and roll over to one side, coming into a fetal position. Just stacking up your knees, let your head rest on your arm. Pressing down into your top hand, ease yourself up. Please take your time. We're going to transition, friends, onto hands and knees. As you come onto your hands and knees, really spread into your hands. So open up your hands a lot between the thumb and the index finger. Your knees are beneath your hips. Give your tail a little wag side to side. As you press your hips left, take a peek over right shoulder. And then press your hips right and peek over left shoulder. And go side to side. And then coming back into center, explore cow and cat. Inhale, lift your seat, heart and gaze, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, tuck your tail, slowly round your back body, soften chin to chest. Inhale, slow lift, take your time. Exhale, slow round, hug the belly and press the earth away. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. One more time, inhale into cow. Exhale into cat, hold it. Open your knees a little wider. And then press your seat towards your heels. Inhale, rock back forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, press back. This time, find your child's pose. Stack up your arms, rest your forehead on top of your wrists or your arms. Or you can take your arms longish. Elbows can be down or up, and rest your forehead down. Feel that you're welcoming breath into your back body here. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, start to look towards your hands. Shift a little forward, come onto your elbows. Elbows are beneath your shoulders. Come onto your forearms and your palms. And then step back one foot. Step back the other foot. We are taking a forearm plank. Shoulders are over the elbows. Now you can modify by releasing your knees, but keep your belly super engaged here. Feel strength through the core, a little tuck of the tail, a spinning in and up of your thighs. Gaze out towards the top edge of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. We can do hard things. These challenges, we stay calm through our breath. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down your knees, untuck your toes, release down to your thighs and your hips, and give a lift of your chest forward. This is basic Sphinx posture. Take a breath in, lift with your chest. Exhale. Inhale, chest forward and up. Exhale. Now slide your right knee up outside of your hip. Keep lifting with your chest. And then we're going to lean a little bit to our left to slide our left arm underneath the right arm. Lower towards your left shoulder and start to open up your right arm. So your right arm might be hovering in space. Maybe you support it with a pillow. Maybe the knuckles find the earth. Your right leg can stay bentish, or you start to just slide the toes up towards your left hand. Maybe you slide the leg a little bit forward and back, and just find that release into your right hip. Finding steadiness, press through the right heel. Let your head turn to center. Breathe across chest. Breathe into low back. Breathe into outer hip. Feel the stretch. Outer leg line, back of the knee. Let it feel good for you. Inhaling. Exhaling. Take another inhale, feel breath rising, belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Slow inhale, filling up. Complete exhale, empties out. One more breath in, fill up. Sip in a little more. Exhale completely, let it go. Now bring your right hand back across, take your time. Ease your right leg back, coming back onto your elbows and forearms. Slide your right knee back up. Find this Sphinx variation again. And then we're going to stack up our hands and turn our head to the left, placing right cheek on top of hands. 3 breaths here. Inhale, slowly lift your head, slide your leg back, and then rest your forehead down on top of your hands. Find neutral with your neck. Inhale, find yourself back onto your forearms and your elbows into your Sphinx posture. Slide your left knee out to the side, outside of your hip. Lift your chest more. Lean a little right. Slide your right arm underneath your left. Start to lower to the right shoulder. Lift your left arm up. And let the arm release as far as it will go. So again, maybe you're resting your arm on top of something. Maybe it finds its way to the earth. Ease your head back towards center. Take a swallow. And then see what's going on with your left hip, your low back. Maybe you start to just lightly slide your left leg up and down a little bit, up and down. Just finding that release into the outer hip. And then sliding it up, maybe it stays. Press through the left heel energetically. Close your eyes and breathe into sensation. Feel your inhale. Rise through belly, ribs, and chest. Send the top of your inhale into sensation. So again, sensation across chest, into low back, perhaps outer hip, IT band running along the outside of your thigh. Feel what you need to feel. And then fill it with your breath. So we acknowledge, and then we're there with our breath to soothe and ease it. Take a swallow. Inhale, fill into your belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Slow inhale, fill up. Sip in more. Exhale, sigh it all the way out. Let it go. Very slowly transition. Left arm, raise it up, bring it across. Press into your left palm, draw the left leg back. Slowly draw the right arm out. Come back into Sphinx. Slide your left knee back up. And then stack up your hands and place your left cheek down so your head is turned to the right. And breathe here. 3 breaths. Feel each breath. Exhale completely. Inhale, slowly bring yourself up. Slide your left leg long. Rock a little through your hips. And then we're going to take some postural strengthening. Slide your hands back so they're under your shoulders, but they're just hovering right now. You've lifted off of your hands. Press into your toenails, your chest is up. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, take goalpost arms to the side. 3 more. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades back. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. Now we change it up. Inhale, reach arms forward. Exhale, reach arms back. Palms turn in by hips. Inhale, swing your palms forward. Exhale, reach back. Twice more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, squeeze it back. Now place your hands right beside your ribs. Walk your hands back until you start to feel the fleshy part of your palm want to lift off the earth. Your elbows are stacking over your wrist. Press down, press down, press down in order to lift up. Find your cobra pose. Take a breath in and then exhale, hips over knees. Keep your hips over your knees. Walk your hands forward. Melt your chest. So feel this as a gentle back stretch. You're melting your heart. You're anchoring your hips back like there's a lasso around them, but they're staying right there over your hips, over your knees. Take another breath in. Exhale completely. Now very slowly start to shift a little forward, then walk or slide your hands back under your shoulders. And we're going to take a seat now. Take your feet off to one side, lower down to that hip, and then come into a seated posture. Sitting cross-legged, notice what leg you just sat with in front, and we're going to swap it out. Clear flesh from beneath your seat. With your hands on your knees, go ahead and draw your shoulders up and squeeze your shoulders down. So we're circling up and we're releasing down. Take that a few more times. Nice and easy. Notice how good that feels. Keeping your shoulders very much relaxed now. Place your right fingers out to the side. Just let them rest lightly or on the pads of your fingers. Inhale, raise your left arm slowly up. Exhale, bring left hand to touch right ear. And then slowly lower or tip down your left ear towards left shoulder. Now, your right fingers, go ahead and flip your palm up. And just let those knuckles be hovering above the earth. Bring your arm back a little bit more. Good. So feel the stretch, the release you're receiving in the right side of your neck. Another place we can place the right hand is to turn the knuckles forward and bring the knuckles to the low back. And that anchors the shoulder down even more. Now use this next inhale to sit up a bit taller through the center of your chest. And then your exhale to tip your chin towards your chest, just a touch. Inhaling. Exhaling, tipping your chin more towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, crawl your fingers down to the center of your forehead. Help your head up on an inhale. Exhale, lower down your left hand and slide your right arm out. And again, just roll the shoulders out. Staying down on your left fingers, again, they're just cupping the floor. Inhale, raise your right arm to the sky. Drape it over your head so it comes in contact with your left ear. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, tip right ear towards right shoulder. So you're welcome to stay with your hand as it is. Otherwise, turn the palm open and hover those knuckles above the earth. Maybe bring the arm back in space a bit. Checking in. Maybe turn your knuckles forward and then just ease them to your low back, sliding them across to really anchor that left shoulder down. Just notice how that feels. Inhale, let your breath flood up into the base of your neck. Exhale, feel it carry away some of that resistance. Inhale. Exhale, tip your chin a little bit towards your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then ease your chin a little bit more towards your chest. Keep that left shoulder down. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, crawl your fingers down to your forehead, take your time. And ease your head back up. Lower down your right arm, ease out your left, And then just start to crawl your fingers in front of your legs. Take a breath in. Exhale, crawl your fingers forward any amount. Feel your hips anchoring you. Take another breath in. And then exhale, just melt yourself down. Feel that you're just releasing, letting go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Exhale completely. Inhale, ease yourself back up. Next inhale, circle your arms overhead. And then exhale, take it into a spinal twist to the right. Your left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, grow tall by puffing your chest. Exhale, take a little twist back with the low ribs. Inhale. Again, feel for puffing your chest and relaxing shoulders. And then exhale, twist back with mid-ribs. Inhale. Exhale, upper ribs, armpit, and shoulder. Now slowly release your twist. Notice what leg is in front. We are going to sit the other way in just a moment. Bring your hands back and just stretch out through your legs. Just shake them out. And then slide your heels back. We'll take a few windshield wipers here, side to side. Coming back into center, connect the soles of your feet. Hold on at your ankles. Inhale, take a lift of your chest. Exhale, press your feet together and pull your belly button back. Find a cat spine here. Inhale, forward and up with chest. Exhale, pull it back. Breathe into your back body. One more time, back and forth. Inhale, find neutral. Exhale, now sit the other way, your favorite way, before I had you swap it out. Clear your flesh out from beneath your seat. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, we're just gonna go back and forth, patting ourselves on the back. So bending and patting, bending and patting. And this encourages a nice tall spine. Bend and pat. That's it. Opening up through the lymphatic system as well into the armpits for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now bring your hands to your waist. Just hold on here. Any amount elbows forward, any amount elbows back. So feel your wings forward and back. Forward and back. That's it. Just a few more. 3, 2, and 1. Hands still at your hips. Feel how tall you're sitting up right now. Great job. Next inhale, raise your arms overhead. Keep the height. Exhale, bring your thumbs before heart. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. And again. Pause with your hands at your chest. Inhale, reach straight up through fingers. Exhale, swim your arms open. Inhale, up. Exhale, it's just a nice light swim. Inhale, up. Exhale, swim it open. Next inhale, pause with your arms up, separating your hands. Feel that height. And exhale, turn it to a spinal twist to the left. Right hand at left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, grow tall by relaxing shoulders and puffing chest. Exhale, ease back into your low ribs. Inhaling. Exhale, now your mid-ribs. Inhale and puff your chest. Exhale, your upper ribs, armpit, and shoulder. Take another breath in. Exhale completely. Slowly bring yourself back forward. Now we're going to crawl our fingers forward. Take a breath in, pull the chest forward, and then exhale, just soften yourself in for a few breaths. Exhale completely. Inhale, ease yourself back up. Exhale, bring your hands behind you. And then once again, just slide both legs long and shake them out. Now we're going to lie back down onto our backs. Bringing your legs forward. Ease down onto your backs unless you're comfortable and you want to stay seated in a chair. We're just going to find now and welcome a moment to rest. Feeling the grounding, the earthing, the anchoring of your back body, and feeling the space, the openness of your front body. Feel yourself as a living shape right now within the four corners of your room. Notice any sounds you may hear in the far off or close by. Be aware of how air feels on any exposed body areas. Bring notice now to that spot between your nostrils and your lip. We'll call it the upper lip. Eyes are closed. As you inhale, feel for pulling air in. As you exhale, feel for pushing air out. Inhale, drawing air in. Feel what happens in your body as a response. And exhale, pushing breath out. Feel that response physically. Slow inhale. Complete exhale. 2 more rounds of breath. Pull the air in. Push the air out. Slow inhale, fill it up. Pull in more. And exhale, this time just sigh it all the way out to feel that you can let go. Rest here, my friends, for a moment longer. Allowing yourself to still be awake, but checking in and notice yourself much more calm and present now than at the beginning of your practice. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Turn your head gently side to side. Take a full body stretch, reaching arms and legs both long. A big breath in, we fill the space. Exhale, sigh it out. Now gather your knees and give your knees a hug in. So even if you're seated, give your knees a hug in. And then lift your lips, kiss one knee for that love you have for you. And kiss the other knee for the love you have for others. Air kisses count. And then you choose whether you roll over to one side and rock your way up, or press your way up, or you rock a little forward and back. But let's meet again in a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands before your hearts. Bow in and thank yourself for taking this time, for coming to your practice. Keep showing up to anchor, balance, and align, taking enough time for yourself, even though you may feel pressured by responsibilities. Taking this time to fill up our bucket with abundance and just the right energy to take forth. Thumbs to third eye, feel your light, feel your energy, and that which we've shared today. Namaste, friends. And with your arms overhead, may we shine on. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get out for some fresh air. And again, be careful of the icing overnight. And I'll see you guys next week.